What started as a moment of mourning has slowly turned into something much bigger, a story about power, succession, and the future of an entire movement. And at the center of it all is Erica Kirk. Just 48 hours after the death of Charlie Kirk, Erica appeared on national television. Most people expected grief, heartbreak, maybe silence. But the words she delivered sounded more like a declaration of leadership than a widow processing tragedy. She said, "You have no idea the fire you've ignited within this wife. My husband's movement will not die." That wasn't the language of someone stepping away. It sounded like someone stepping in. And that immediately raised a question many people still ask today. Who decided so quickly that Erica would become the next face of the movement? Because 48 hours is a long time when you're grieving. But it's also a long time for an organization to decide who takes control next. Then came another moment that made people uncomfortable. Weeks later, a pastor close to the family appeared on a podcast and made a statement that instantly spread across social media. He said Erica would remain a widow for a few years before the Lord takes her home. It was the wording that caught people's attention. A few years. Not forever. Not eventually. A few years. Some listeners believed it was simply religious comfort during a painful time. Others felt the phrasing sounded strangely specific. I'm not telling you what it means. I'm simply pointing out that those words were publicly said. Then came America Fest 2025, the first major Turning Point USA event without Charlie opening the conference. Erica took the stage instead. And this is where things became even more symbolic. Right before speaking, Erica revealed that her iPad had suddenly stopped working and her prepared speech had disappeared. So she decided to wing it live on stage. Then, after joking about conspiracy theories involving Egypt and surveillance, the iPad suddenly powered back on. The crowd laughed. The internet didn't. People immediately started dissecting the moment online, treating it like hidden symbolism instead of a random technical problem. During the speech, Erica promised to continue Charlie's mission, expand the movement, and help elect future conservative leaders. Again, the tone sounded less like temporary stewardship and more like permanent succession. Then in January 2026, during a faith event in Los Angeles, Erica made one of the most revealing statements of the entire timeline. She said Charlie had always told her that if anything ever happened to him, she should step in and run Turning Point. But what really grabbed attention was another line. She said she would never allow an interim leader to come in, let the organization burn down, and then have her return later to resurrect the ashes. That phrase, resurrect the ashes, instantly became a major talking point online. Because by that point, rumors were already spreading that some people inside the movement wanted Erica to temporarily step aside while others took control behind the scenes. And when public figures deny a rumor in detail, people often assume the rumor exists for a reason. Around the same time, discussions about something called the Seven Mountains movement also started growing online. It's a theological idea claiming Christians should influence 7 major areas of society: government, media, education, business, family, religion, and the arts. Critics began arguing that Erica's speeches and the messaging surrounding Tfuza faith strongly reflected that framework. Then came March 2026. Sarah Huckabee Sanders appeared alongside Erica in Arkansas to announce a statewide expansion of Tfuza programs into schools and college campuses. It was presented as proof that the movement was growing even larger under Erica's leadership. But only 5 days later, the University of Arkansas Tfuza chapter officially broke away from the national organization. Its chapter president released a statement saying Charlie Kirk's legacy was being used in ways that felt disingenuous and manipulative. And that was only the beginning. A Texas State University member later released a resignation video accusing people surrounding the movement of using Christian faith to push a specific narrative. Soon after that, the president of the University of Georgia Tfuza chapter also resigned, claiming the organization was spreading blatant dishonesty. 3 resignations, 3 escalating accusations, and suddenly, the cracks inside the movement became impossible to ignore. Then came one of the most awkward moments of all. In April 2026, J.D. Vance appeared at a Tfuza event where Erica was supposed to interview him on stage, but she never showed up. During the event, Vance told the audience that Erica had received threats and became too worried to attend. Later reports claimed the Secret Service considered those threats non-credible. That only intensified the speculation online. Supporters argued Erica was carrying overwhelming pressure while trying to protect her family. Critics claimed the movement itself was beginning to fracture from within. On one side, there were speeches about legacy, faith, and battle cries. On the other side, resignations, internal criticism, and growing distrust. And now the biggest question remains unanswered. Was Erica Kirk truly chosen to carry Charlie Kirk's movement forward? Or was she only a temporary figure in a much larger power struggle happening behind the scenes? Then came the moment that pushed the entire story into even darker territory. April 25th, 2026. The Washington Hilton, the White House Correspondents' Dinner. According to reports, a 31-year-old man named Cole Thomas Allen allegedly entered the hotel carrying a shotgun, a semi-automatic weapon, and multiple knives after checking into a room several floors above the ballroom. Security chaos erupted. One officer was reportedly shot but survived because of his vest. And within minutes, high-profile attendees, including President Trump, J.D. Vance, and Erica Kirk, were evacuated from the building. Cameras caught Erica visibly emotional during the evacuation. The footage spread everywhere online. 2 days later, Erica posted a statement saying, "Saturday was yet another traumatic example of the evil in our country and the continued rise in political violence. I'm taking time to be with my family," and suddenly, something changed. The woman who had spent months speaking in battle cries, promising to protect Charlie's legacy at all costs, started stepping away from public events one after another. She canceled another stop on the Make Heaven Crowded tour and sent in a video message instead. "Hey everyone, I'm sorry I can't physically be with you tonight. I'm taking some time to be with my family." Then another event at Iowa State was postponed. Then came another surprise. Vance himself reportedly pulled out of the rescheduled appearance entirely. Tfuza blamed scheduling conflicts, but online speculation exploded almost instantly. Because when you line up all these moments together, the pattern starts looking difficult to ignore. The canceled appearances, the emotional video messages, the sudden withdrawal from public life, the repeated phrase, "I'm taking time to be with my family." Publicly, Erica was still the CEO of Turning Point USA. Officially, nothing had changed. But behind the scenes, people were starting to wonder whether the movement itself was quietly shifting around her. And then came May 9th, 2026. Even while stepping back from Tfuza events, Erica was still scheduled to deliver the commencement address at Hillsdale College, one of the most influential conservative Christian colleges in America. This is where the timeline becomes impossible to overlook for many people following the story. Because just 11 days after Charlie's death, Hillsdale President Larry Arnn made two statements during Charlie's memorial that immediately caught attention online. First, he declared, "The assassin will die." Then, less than a minute later, he announced that Erica and Charlie would receive honorary degrees from Hillsdale in the future. Critics online immediately questioned the timing. Why publicly announce an honorary degree ceremony 7 months in advance, before Erica herself supposedly even knew about it? Supporters saw it as respect. Critics saw it as something closer to a coronation. And that's where the contradictions really started piling up. The woman who once said she would never step aside now seemed to be quietly stepping back. The leader who promised to help send J.D. Vance to the White House suddenly missed a major event with him entirely. The CEO who insisted this mission was her life's purpose was now repeatedly disappearing from public view. Any one of these moments by itself could mean absolutely nothing. A canceled trip, security concerns, family stress, burnout. But when people started putting all the moments together across 7 months, many began asking whether there was a deeper struggle happening inside the movement itself. Because history shows that when a powerful political figure dies, the battle over legacy often begins immediately afterward. And according to critics following the story, there are usually 3 outcomes when a successor becomes inconvenient. They get sidelined. they get scandalized, or they get silenced. Now, to be clear, none of this proves anything. These are theories, patterns, and interpretations people online are discussing based on public statements and events. But what keeps fueling the speculation is the timeline itself. September 12th. The cries of this widow will echo around the world. October 7th. Erica will be a widow for a few years. March 16th. Charlie cannot speak for himself anymore. April 10th. Manipulation of the Christian faith. April 22nd. Blatant dishonesty. April 27th. I'm taking time to be with my family. May 9th. The Hillsdale commencement address. One after another. And that leads to the biggest unanswered question of all. Is Erica Kirk voluntarily stepping away from the movement? Or is the decision quietly being made for her behind closed doors? Because officially, she's still in charge. Officially, everything is temporary. But according to people closely watching this timeline, the public story and the private reality may no longer be the same thing. And if this situation escalates further, critics believe the next battle won't just be over power, it will be over who controls the narrative itself.